start this video off by saying that anyone that uses the AUG in CSGO, you're not good. You're not gonna be good. And I really don't like you. Alright, now that we've got that taken care of. Alright, what's up guys, AeroCryptic here. Before we start the video, use code ERA to get 15% off all G Fuel products. Trust me, do it. It'll make me happier. And then also, it's a little message to Suzanne at YouTube, or Susan Ketzer-Wiki, whatever your last name is, CEO of YouTube. Can we stop changing the monetization policies, please? Because I like to make money. I know other people who like to make money, and we can't make money when you keep changing the policies. So stop. Thank you. Anyways, on to the part of the video that you guys have been waiting for, part 2 of the laser pointer story. So last time in the Chronicles, we left off at the park, right? Yes, and I had just come back my second time. So now, this is the next day, and I decide that, so my friends didn't believe me that this stuff happened, so dumbass me takes it to school. And I get into school, and I'm like, oh, badassly, yeah, no one's gonna mess with me, I could cause permanent retina damage and color blindness, you know? Cool stuff like that. And it just kind of, I was trying to demonstrate its like power, and I really couldn't unless I did it on somebody, I guess. So of course my good friend, JD Moss volunteers for a little experiment. And, oh my god, this was really funny. So he's like, yeah, alright, I'll do it. For a fraction of a second, I shined the pointer in his eye. He just goes, ah, like he was rocking his chair just back and forth, just going crazy. And he was just like, ah, JD, I don't know if you remember this, but this was really funny. And so I kept it for the rest of the day after I demonstrated my power on JD, I guess. And my hair is really making me angry. So basically, after I demonstrated my power on JD, I took it into math class, and while the substitute teacher we had was talking, I would shine it on the ceiling. Whenever he would turn his back, I'd shine the laser pointer on the ceiling. And kind of like darken the spots on the ceiling a little bit, because it was pretty powerful. And apparently he ended up noticing, and he finishes his whole spiel about like, whatever, and he goes, alright, so, can you put the laser pointer away? I look at him and I was like, shit. Because he caught me. So I slipped it back in my pocket and nothing happened. After I'd already blinded one of my friends at school, I decided to take it into my last class of the day, which happened to be social studies. And she knew, my teacher, she knew, like, I told her the story of what I had done a couple days before. She knew good and well what I was in there to do with that laser pointer. So she walks and she sees me with it and she goes, no. You missed it. You give it to me. And of course, me being the stupid 8th grader I was like, what do you want? I don't have anything. And she says, no. Laser pointer. Bring it to me. And I'm like, and I bring it to her, and she takes it, and she she places it on her desk just so I can see it. And I'm like, I gotta get this back. So I was thinking of how I can get this back. And this is when Bryce comes into play. And anyone who's ever heard me tell a story about Bryce, or has seen Bryce on my YouTube channel, we're not a good mixture when we're put in the same class together. So he's sitting right up by the teacher, and he keeps nonchalantly just inching. Closer and closer and closer to the teacher's desk. And he slips the laser pointer off the desk and just tosses it to me. And I catch it just right in the air. And I'm like, alright, it's go time. I felt like Captain America after getting his freaking shield. Like I had finally gotten my superpower back, and it was time. It was time to get Don't do things that I do. Please, I said it in the last video, I'll say it in any story video. Don't do stuff that I do. Basically, Oh my god, there was this idiot sophomore who had come to sit in there for something. I assume it was like Evan something. I don't remember your last name if you watch my videos, because I quite frankly find you annoying. And, oh, my coffee cup. So, yeah. I don't like you. And, well, you were stupid enough to let me shine that thing in your eyes. He's sitting in there just, well, I, for one, want to give it a go. And I was like, you know what? You know what? Fine. Bam! Right in his eyes. Not for the second that I did it to JD, just a little, like, tap. A prolonged second and a half to 2 seconds. And he just goes, because we were doing something quiet, so he starts panicking at his desk. And he's just beating the shit out of the top of it. And it is just... whew. So, what happens is he basically just is going crazy silently. And my teacher looks up at this point, looks at me, and just goes, how did you get that back? Now, me not wanting to rat out Bryce, straight up just, oh, I just went up and took it over your day. It fell off your desk and I picked it up. I assumed you wanted me to have it back. I said something stupid along those lines. And I was forced to give it back to her, and she goes, look, come out in the hall with me. I step out in the hall with her, and she looks at me and goes, All-Terrain, by the way, while you're watching this, I don't think you were at school that day. If you were, correct me in the comments, I guess, but I don't think you were at school that day. She takes me out into the hall and goes, look, am I going to need to go get the principal and the school police officer down here and tell them that you have a weapon on campus? And I'm like, whoa, let's not get hasty here. I'm not trying to blow anything up, but I'm Crash. And, you know, let's just calm down. Just de-escalate the situation. We can just go back and sit down. She goes, look, you need to get rid of this thing, like now, because this is a weapon and it is on campus. If you ever see it back here, I'm calling Deputy, I'm gonna say his name. I'm not gonna admit his name because I can still get in trouble for this. I'm calling the school officer, school resource officer, the principal, and the assistant principal, and they will escort you out of the school because this is your second offense with weapons / threats against the school. Which is a different story, by the way. I have so many good story videos. And so I'm like, alright, look, fine. This thing will never come back to school. I take it home, and I decide that I am not quite finished. And I decided I need to have one last good bit of fun. And who else to do this on except some random person at the park again? So I am there at the park, and this little kid's playing in his backyard, not at the park, in the comfort and safety of his own backyard. I then walk up to the fence, beaming at him, and just... he ran around his yard like he was a dog chasing a tennis ball. Like his ass was on fire. I felt really bad. He was just running around the yard just... oh my god. That was horrible. Yeah, so... I went home and basically destroyed it. And I lost the batteries, and then I ended up destroying it. It was too much power for one person to possess. But yeah, that is the... that's the laser pointer story, and that is part 2 of the laser pointer story. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Down in the comments, just tell me what story you want to hear me tell, or if there's a certain specific time in my life or a certain instance you want me to tell a story about, because I probably have a good one. Because a lot of stuff happens to me. So, you know, just do that down in the comments. Leave a like on the video. Again, I want to see a lot of likes on this video. And as always, it has been Cryptic. Thank you guys for watching. I also forgot to mention that I might start co-streaming with some of my friends, so you should check that out on Twitch when I do.